Hey everyone, I wanted to go over what Cohort A got for a lesson today on Cami. Cami is an extension that we have to use at school so that students can write on worksheets. And so this is a worksheet that we actually did in class today from their workbooks. I could also have assigned this as a worksheet that they could do at home. And instead, I'm going to use it to show you what we learned today in school about Cami. When your child opens up their math assignment at home for remote learning, they will need to use Cami. And I let them experiment with it, and we did a lesson in it today. So hopefully they'll be good to go for Wednesday the 30th. So there were just a few that I went over with the kids that I thought were the most important. The text-to-speech option is great. We learned that the students don't have as many voice options as I do. So they don't have as many choices, which is actually a good thing. And we learned that if we click in front of our text, that voice will read whatever text we want it to. And then we have to be ready to click stop when we're ready for it to stop to do our work. We also learned that if we don't click in front of our text and then stop it, it'll read the whole thing. I mean, it will read every little word, every little number. We learned how to slow the speed down. And I'll just give you a quick idea of what it looks like. So if your child wanted to do number 1 and they wanted the directions read to them.
Emma wrote 36,042 as 3,642. Explain what she did wrong. Then write the number correctly.
Okay. I have to click very hard. You can see how fast he'll go. You have to be ready to stop him or her if you choose Samantha. So those are your voice options here. I'm not sure if they get Fred. I don't remember. So when they're ready, they can continue to click read page and it will read the whole thing, or they can click in front of the section they want and just be ready to stop. I really like that option. I think that helps students quite a bit. When there's a lot on the page to figure out, that can be quite helpful. So the other thing that they'll be using quite a bit is the text box. They can choose the color of their ink. Obviously, colors that make sense for the background would be good. And then after they choose their color, they can click where they would like it. If it's not exactly where they want it, we learned we can drag it. And so they can continue to type. Okay, they could go on and explain it and then click on the white. Okay, it's not uploaded. That's okay. So this is a little bit of what we went over today. We also talked about the drawing tool. That's really helpful when you have like a multiple choice question and you want to X off answers that are not reasonable, or you need to, for example, one of the lessons is they have to match numbers on a worksheet to the correct description. Once they've used the number, then they can cross that number off. So that's the writing tool. And then the eraser. The eraser is tricky. It'll erase a lot. You have to watch it and be careful and be ready. It also erases text. And those were the things that we went over, the big deals. The equation box is a great tool for the symbols that they might need, but I think it might even be easier to use the keyboard for some students. That's an option as well. So this is what we went over today. We really didn't get into anything else. You don't really need anything else, especially for the assignment that's going to be coming home this week for math.